Yeah.
Okay. So before going to that, okay. So mostly you both are worked on MM, right? So what you
No,
know?
no, I worked on MM, but actually, I will tell you that Ram. Actually, Ram is he worked in different procurement, but he is trying for a SAP job eagerly. He has studied MM some institute
Okay.
before 2 years back, but he don't have experience in SAP. So
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So he is working in the Ariba procurement, right? Right?
no, 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 he don't have any experience in Ariba procurement or anything.
Okay, okay. He started it as he started journey in the SAP, or it is he have already 7 years or 6 years?
He not started in SAP. He's like you can take his as a fresher who's trying to set up in SAP.
Okay,
You
okay.
need your assistance once ready this course.
So
He
that's
need your
fine.
guidance.
Okay. If he not aware about the SAP, then I have to be start with basics. That's what I'm
No,
just.
he is not aware with SAP.
Okay, okay, okay. Then I'll be just consider Ramkumar and start that then.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you will be get some boring on because you already aware about that recipe and all.
yeah. No problem, no problem. Even I am happy to learn
Okay.
this again.
Okay. So I think let's start that recipe. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you know about the recipe? What do you mean by recipe and why we are using the recipe?
S- System application products and database. SAP is an ERP
Okay.
which can manage day-to-day activities of an organization, big organization.
Correct. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Hello.
Uh, so Ravi, like for practice and all, how can we get the
Sorry. Okay.
no, no, for practice.
Okay. So practice and all, we can get a server. Okay. That's not a problem.
Uh,
Okay. So might be they will be charging Norway. I think it's nowadays very less. I think comparing to previously. Now it's 300 around. They are charging per month. They will
uh,
get 1,000 rupees 2 3 months, but it's okay. I will get it for that. Okay.
okay. So we
Okay.
can do the configuration, everything, right?
Yeah,
Daily.
we can do configuration. We can do the MM related. We can do, and means MM means
Uh,
functional. We can do. Okay. Technically, again, it will be different. If you want to do some ABAP related coding and all, that is different again.
no, okay, okay. That we don't.
Okay. So basically, there was a functional and technical. Okay. Ram Kumar, just to pointing to you, I'm just to telling the 2 points here. Basically, we have when we're talking about SAP, okay, we have the two slides. Like one slide is completely related to functional, one is technical. Okay. So the functional consultant they will be configuring the procedures. Okay, what the client they want to be run the procedures that we can do from the standard point of view. The functional consultant they can design, but technical is the it's completely like if there is any modification which is relevant or if there is anything which is customer looking into different way rather than the standard SAP, then the technical consultant what he will do, he will be going inside the program and he will be modifying that. Okay, so he might be activate some barriers and some related to enhancements and all, and he will do. Okay, so basically these two slides, whenever you just observing that, you need to be observed that one is from the point of that business process point of view, and the second one which is the technical point of view. Technical is maybe it is a he is a code changer, or it may be like partition like basis related. So even we will just calling basis also sometimes technical. Okay, and ABAPers also we are calling like again sometimes we are calling it technical. Okay, and again BW. Okay, some technical related modules are there. We will be calling that. And functional is like a business process point of view. Who will be the building the process? They are the functional consultants. Okay, so we are learning from point of functional. Okay, clear? Okay. Uh, so now coming to this side, okay, we have ECC and we have S4 HANA. Okay, so currently we have S4 HANA and ECC. So what is the difference is, if we can say, ECC is the older version, okay, but still 90% of people they are using ECC. Okay, S4 HANA is the newer version. Okay, planning to uh, build ECC to S4HANA. So what is the target of the SAP by 2030? Okay, so now every people, that means whoever they are using ECC, they have to be converted as S4HANA. That is the target actually. Okay, so but mostly what will be happen, still people are not converted because of the some cost related, because SAP itself it's too expensive comparing to the other software. So SAP is the one of the leading software, and we can compare like it's also almost, or Oracle also it's almost equal to SAP. Okay, so now in the world, what is the biggest one competitors are is SAP and Oracle. Okay, so what we can say, if SAP using is that possible to use the Oracle? Yes, they can also use the Oracle. Okay, so they can use the multiple software, depends on the client requirement. So they can go SAP if it is they're thinking that it is SAP is expensive. Some of the areas they can go in the Oracle, some of the areas they can go with the SAP, because comparing to SAP Oracle, okay, there was some new technologies, so new advanced some digital related in the SAP. So sometimes client they are looking into SAP comparing to Oracle. Okay, and comparing to Oracle also they have their own new technologies and all, but depends on the client how they want to go ahead. Okay. Now, what is the difference between the ECC and S4 HANA? Okay, so ECC is the older version. So even if you comparing to that ECC, okay, we can run ECC for the my entire business. So then why we need to go with S4 HANA? Okay, so there were so many topics. There is so many discussions on that. Why we should go with the ECC to S4 HANA, because there was some, the major one is database. Okay, so earlier if I just go with the database, okay, so before going to database discussion, okay, you just need to be understand that what layers we have from SAP point of view. Okay, so what layers we have? One is presentation layer. Okay, one is your application layer, and one is presentation layer. Okay, so okay, sorry, presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. Did you able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So one is presentation layer, one is application layer, one is database layer. Okay. So if I just take the example of the my monitor. Okay. Earlier, if you see that we have that monitors, keyboards, and the CPU, right? If I just take that, okay. If I just watching to my screen, okay, it is presenting to me. So that is the presentation layer. We can just understand purpose. I'm telling that. Okay. And if I just go to CPU, in the CPU we have the RAMs and storage and all. That will be the database. Okay. Inside the processing, okay, when I just enter the data, the system is validating that the data which is correct or wrong, and it is storing into the somewhere. So the processing, whatever it is there, we are using so much code and so many activations, function modules and all. That will be the applications layer. So their application layer, the system will validate all the information is correct or wrong. Then it will be keep in the store for storing into database level. Okay, clear?
Yeah, clear. A small doubt, Ram.
Yeah,
Like S4HANA, that in SAP right now there will be two versions, right? Public cloud as well as
correct,
on-premise.
correct.
So configuration, everything will be similar. How on-premise will
Yeah,
be there.
it's same. It's same. Only there is no different application level and presentation layer. Only it will be changing the database. Okay, so
Okay, only database. For on for a public cloud, it will be the database will be SAP, HANA.
no, it's yeah, whatever it may be, it's HANA only, because in
Ah,
as for HANA is completely inbuilt with the HANA database. So the problem is here. Okay,
ah,
if I maintained, suppose let's say there was a cold storage. Do you have
okay.
idea about the cold storage?
No, I don't have idea about cold
Okay,
storage.
generally, if I'm if I'm selling some organic food, or maybe if I'm selling some seafood, okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I need
okay,
to
I
be
got
keep
it.
in the
Like,
cold storage. Okay.
okay, okay,
So if I have the own cold storage, okay, I have to be maintained regularly with temperature, and I have to be
ah,
stored these all things. Okay, so regularly I have to be maintain some temperature. Okay, if I don't have that much capability, I cannot maintain that cold storage. What I can do, I can just go and whenever I required, I just near going to the nearest to cold storage, and I will keep my all food into their location. Okay.
okay,
So what will be happen here in the cloud and in premises? Okay, what will be on premises and cloud? What will be happen? On premises is nothing but like the server itself. It is there in the your location. Okay.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
And
My doubt is like in on-premise, we have option whether it will be run on SAP HANA database or it's Oracle database. But
mhm.
in cloud, we don't have that
Yeah,
option, right? It should run on HANA.
that's what. That's what. Even in the ECC also. Now you are
Ah,
talking about S4 HANA or ECC.
okay, okay,
That is also one of the point, because if we are going with S4 HANA, it should be okay. It should be go with the S4 HANA only, HANA database only.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
So, but who will be taking care of that HANA database is the point here. Who will take care about the database? Who will be maintaining that database?
That in if it's on-premise, basis team will take care.
Hmm.
But
No,
cloud, I think it will be
yeah,
SAP
correct.
only.
But it's not like completely basis. Okay, there was server related information. So basis and some other persons also need to be taken, because generally, if you see that, did you see that server room? Anyone?
Yeah,
Did you see that server room?
yeah, yeah. I've seen.
Okay, okay. So the server room, okay, there should be minimum temperature. Okay.
Yeah,
So
correct.
always 24/7, 365 days, it should be in the that temperature. Okay. That
Yeah.
means maybe it is like 3 degrees, 4 degrees, some temperature have to maintain. Okay. Suppose
Okay.
let's say suddenly there is power cut. Okay. And suddenly there is generator also not working. Then
Okay.
what happened? That is one question mark. Okay.
Hmm.
So do you have that backup? Okay. Do you have that backup? The database, because it is a live system. So the globally everyone running this software from your
Hmm.
organization. So what is the question mark then? Every server is down, and to
Correct.
pick up that server again too much risk. The database might be you are losing so much data and you are losing so much business.
Hmm.
So in that case, what we will do? Might be we'll go with a cloud migration.
Correct, correct, correct.
Okay. So cloud migration is a different that rather than the on premises. Okay, if you have that capability, can come you can maintain that server and you can take care about the 365 days. Okay, that you can go into on-premises, but it's also too much expensive compared to cloud.
Correct. Correct.
Because
Mm,
if I just go cloud, maybe it is like, let's assume that if we
mm,
regularly, if I'm paying something like 2 lakhs rupees for that regularly for my server, okay.
mm.
If I just go with the maintenance, then it is too much because I have to be maintain the all the every time I have to maintain the temperature, and I have to, every time I have to be
Correct. Correct.
looking to my database, and everything I have to be capture the information how it is.
So yeah. Like what I understand, like if it's depend upon the business. Like if the
Yeah.
business is a large scale, so they can deploy enough resource. So these kind of clients they can go for on-premise. But on premises we can have more opportunity to do the customization.
No, no, on premises, no. Oh, yeah, correct.
Sorry, on
On
not
premises.
on premises. No, on premise we can do customization, right?
Correct,
More
correct, correct, correct,
customization.
exactly, correct, correct. Cloud is
It will
not.
be opposite case if it will cloud. It should be most of the time we should follow that
Cloud is
standard
correct, correct, correct.
business
On
process.
premises, we can do more customization. Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Understand. Yeah.
So,
Ram, I think you can also understand. If you have any questions, you can type. Actually, and Ravi, thing is the slight different from us. Ram Kumar, after studying this course, he want to he is planning to apply for jobs with the 3 years experience. Like
yeah,
so,
yeah. Got it.
so
Got it. No, I got your
yeah,
point. No, I
yeah, he
got your
need that.
point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he should be good in the interview level, cracking the interview level
Yeah, yeah.
thing
Yes, yes.
also at last of the training.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct. Okay. So the
Uh,
okay. So these are the basics. Okay. Okay. Mostly
mm,
nobody will not ask, but if the panel also might be he's thinking in a different way, they might be asked. So you also should aware about that. The
mm,
basics related. Okay. The basics
yeah.
also is very important. Okay. Now, now I just talking about that. What is the difference between the ECC and S4 HANA? Okay.
Mm,
So we just ECC level, if you see that, okay, might be I can go with that, okay, outside database, okay. So
mm,
there is a possibility of outside the database also. That means it is not necessary you should be use the SAP database in the ECC.
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So there might be they can use the other database as well, Oracle database and DBMS. There are so many databases are there, Microsoft
Mm.
related database. So what is the database? We are talking so much on database. So Ram, what do you know about a database? You can take one example, okay, and let me know what is a database. Uh, Okay, so if suppose let's say I have the mobile, okay, I'm using the mobile, okay, I have the iPhone mobile, I'm using that mobile, okay. Now in the iPhone mobile, okay, let's say I have the 32 GB RAM, okay, that storage is 32 GB, 4 GB RAM and 32 GB storage, okay. Okay, now this 32 GB storage, okay, what is the my capacity to keep the store, the storage level? How much level we can put the data? Okay, so till 32 GB, maybe it's almost 2 GB, 1 GB. It is for internal applications and everything. It will be like so. We can kept like 30 GB mostly or 28 GB we can do, right? Okay, so now I'm just inserted that, maybe I just inserted that maybe additional RAM, okay, 64 GB or 128 GB, then I can we use as a additional database, right? Additional storage. So the same way here also, okay, database is nothing but like a we are using to store the my data, okay. We just our database is connected to application and presentation layer. So the data, whenever it is processed from my end, if I just enter in the system and the data, sales, I'm just created one sales order. The customer created one order. So that order I just stored in the database. So that is a database which is storing that. the data information. How it is storing, again, that is again we have the different structures, tables, okay, and database tables we have. That table level it will be loaded. So if you, why it is loaded in the table level? Because I can see that data. Okay, if I just go to iCloud or somewhere, or it maybe I just go to RAM, I can see that there were some folders which is created. Each and every folder have again there are some data which is stored, right? So that is the structure of the memory card which is storing. Here also how it will be like, it is like it is creating database tables. Okay, at tables level we can see the data from presentation layer, and in the backend the system will be storing in the again data level. Maybe they are using like different code, different like it depends on the again how the database table, sorry, database server, how it is designed. Based on that it will be stored. Okay, so when here we have that two cases are there, OTPL one is there, and so what is the meaning of that OTPL? Do you have an idea about that? OLTP and OL. Do you have anyone have an idea about this one? Generally, how it will
No,
work? Okay, how it will work generally in the system. One is transaction related, one is analytical related. OLPL and OLAPL. Okay, so what is the difference here? Okay, one is completely just the processing. Okay, whatever the data which is storing, we just keeping stock the data into the database level. The other one is analytical purpose. Analytical purpose is nothing but like if I want to see that last 1 year data, logical information which I just want to see in the graphical way. Okay, so how the analytical programs will work and how it will be displayed are reports. Okay, basically it is like a reporting purpose. Okay, okay. So analytical is nothing but like if I just show, okay, I will just show you like so there is a one data. Okay, which is storing like, okay, I will, instead of this one, I will go to Excel file. Okay, if I have the sales data, suppose let's say sales data have 100, 200, 500, 600. Okay, and I will go to monthly, Jan, February, March, and April. Okay, so it will be happen if I just to see that. Okay, so there may be like the presentation, like how it will be happen here. It will be analyzed my past 1 year data and 2 years data, and it will be displayed like the curve, how it will works, and how it will be my last past 1 year data, how it is like the sales data, everything it will be show you that. Okay, so this is like some kind of the analytical. Okay,
Yeah.
so these are also it's possible in the SAP. Okay, these are also it's
Okay.
possible. So that's what we said, right? We have SAP BW. What
Yeah,
does it mean?
business intelligence, business,
Yeah, business warehouse.
business areas.
So it's kind of the BW, BI, and analytical related. Okay, so those are the also it is possible. We can see that the analytical report. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is what you need to understand here. So that's what we're just talking about the functional and technical. Okay, now coming to the S4 HANA. Okay, ECC we can use the outside database. So coming to S4 HANA. Okay, so S4 HANA is the itself, it is a inbuilt HANA database. Okay, so it is not possible to insert something other database and working on that. Okay, if I'm using S4 HANA, it is like a inbuilt HANA database. That means you don't need to be use any outside database here. It is not possible as well. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
What is the difference here? Major difference is HANA database. So that's what, if the people calling as a HANA, that is not a functional or technical. It's like a database. Okay. If the people are calling as S4 HANA, that is we are talking about application related, presentation application related. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe you heard about that earlier. Or so many people are saying HANA. But actually, HANA is not related to a functional. HANA is a completely database related.
Single data. It's a database.
So, okay. So it's a HANA DB. That's why
Okay.
they will call it a DB, HANA DB. Okay. So what is
Okay.
different actually? Why I should prefer the HANA database?
Its caching, its performance is like they are promoting its good performance and the speedness of the system databases. Like for analytics and all, it can mass process a chunk of data, mass level of data with a short span of time.
Okay. Okay.
So these are things.
Okay.
And
So
through extracting the report, it can give the output very quickly.
so why it is two speed?
I'm not sure.
Why it is two speed HANA database? And why it's not other databases? Okay. If I'm using that, let's say I'm using the if I'm using the normal laptop. Suppose I'm using laptop. Okay, I just
Ah,
connect it with the external hard disk.
correct.
If I'm using the inbuilt hard disk, so what is the
Ah,
difference?
inbuilt hard disk will be very quick compared to the external hard disk.
Obviously, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So is it audible now? I
yeah,
just
yeah.
okay. Okay. So HANA database. Okay. So
Mm,
is the inbuilt HANA database. Okay.
mm.
Is it voice is audible? Hello. Okay.
Yeah, your voice is audible, but I think some problem with Ram can't able to speak.
Okay. Okay.
No problem. You can continue.
Okay. So HANA database is nothing but like a okay. It is inbuilt. So when it is inbuilt, so it is quicker. So I cannot give like the justification. Is it only because of the I'm using inbuilt database?
Mm.
Is that only one reason? No. There are so many other reasons are there
Yeah.
because in the ECC, okay, in the
Mm.
ECC also we have the SAP HANA data, so SAP database, and we can use HANA database also in the ECC. There is a possibility I can use HANA database in the ECC as well. Okay, so I can
Okay.
build that is also possible in the. It's not only for S4 HANA. I can use for ECC also. You know what? Then what is the difference here? Okay, so the difference is majorly but the HANA database is calculating in the different way. Okay, so earlier
Mm.
if you see that in the ECC level, okay, it is like if I see that I have the header, a header table will be different and item table will be different. Okay, and when we are processing multiple tables in the program level, the system every time taking one by one, it is checking that and it is presenting that data. So
Mm.
what will happen? It is too much time. Okay. Now
Yeah.
the SAP identified that where exactly the huge number of tables which is required, in which process the huge tables which is required, the system, the SAP which is consolidated and presented like one single table. So all this data will be stored in a single table. Whenever the data which is required, it will just pulling from that table. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, so the major process like if I just go to goods receipt, goods issue, goods transfer postings, so wherever the stock movements are there, okay, earlier we are using 5 to 6 tables are there. Okay, now it is consolidated and it will be going with one single table, that is mad doc. Okay, again accounting data, accounting information we are capturing from 2 to 3 tables. Then again that is consolidated and it is AC docker, it is the one table. Okay, so like some wherever there is a huge number of tables we have to be just check in the ECC level that it is modified and it is now we are using only 1 or 2 tables instead of using the
Mm.
10 to 12 tables. Okay, that is the one justification. Okay, the second justification is calculation. The system how it is presenting the in the database table, how it is storing the table, and how it is calculating is row column based. Okay, so earlier how it will be like in the ECC, it is like a row based. So every row it will be checked one by one, one by one, one by one. But now how it will be like row column based. It is like that means one header have the suppose I should be go header is the different table and the items are different tables. If I have that, suppose let's say one example I will take you. Okay, if I have the the material number like okay, cashings. Okay, the second one is bags. Okay, third one is pens. Okay, fourth one is like books. Okay, like we have the different items are there in the single order. In the single order, if I order these products, okay, what will be happen? Okay, maybe the vendor information and who ordering and who will be ordering all these things like organized structure, everything that will be come under the header information. So these are the it's common for these all items. Only item related information will be different, and the header information will be same. Okay, in this case, what will happen? It will be stored this information in the different table, and this information, each and every item is the saving in the different table. Okay.
Hmm.
Now, what will be happen? It will be all it's consolidated and storing in the one table. That's processing in the Mego level. Okay, when I'm processing that. So, what will be happen? So, the system can capture that header and item information in the single table. It will be calculated row column like one order. Okay, this order. Okay, how many items are there? Four items are there. Again, consolidated. Okay, how many multiple items are there? Multiple quantity, how much it is received, all it is consolidated and it will be presented. Okay, so that is one thing. And another one is which I said HANA database have that capability. Okay, can be presented as a analytical and transactional. Okay, as I
Hmm.
said, transactional and analytical. What is the difference? Transactional and analytical, what we discussed now. If I just earlier in the ECC, if I want to go analytical, okay, it is not possible in the direct ECC. Okay, we also need a SAP BW. Then only they can be presented these analytical reports. Okay, but in
Hmm.
S4 HANA, what will happen? The SAP itself they provided that. Okay, okay, we can present in the directly in the S4 HANA. I don't need to be go with separately SAP BW. Okay,
Okay.
okay, the basic level analytical we can do from the SAP S4 HANA related from S4 HANA applications itself. Okay, we don't need to be go separately, but it's a again basic level. Okay, not overall. So we can just at least uh, whoever the users, maybe whoever the business, if they want to go with the basic level, they can go with the analytical. They can use the S4 HANA. Okay,
Hmm.
but in again complex related analytical reports, if they want, they can go ahead with the again SAP BW. Again, that is also inbuilt. That is also it will be like HANA related applications. So there will be HANA Studio is there. If anyone knows about that HANA Studio, there is a HANA Studio is there. The SAP BW team they will design that these complex reports. Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so that is the thing here. That is the purpose one, which is SAP S4 HANA, which is providing additionally the analytical and it is calculation is different to comparing to the earlier. And the other thing which is like okay, database have the inbuilt server. Okay, and there is a additionally SAP which is providing that user
Oh,
friendly applications. User friendly applications. What is the user friendly application? What is
it
that?
is very simple to use by the
Yeah,
users.
it's there to use. That is the Fury apps. Okay, so if you remember that, if I'm using a mobile, if I'm getting so many apps now, okay,
Hmm.
earlier if I go to HDFC Bank, let's say I'm just want to open the bank account. Okay, what will be happen earlier? It is not possible in the mobile. Okay, just I can see the messages like I received, credited, and debited, but I cannot see that if I just want to see that what information it is like. But if I just go to app now, okay, earlier how it will be like I have to be go Google and I have to be enter the website HTTP and just the IP address and just to enter that, and I use username, password, everything I have to be entered from the Google account. That means I should be have the something Chrome account, or I should be have the some desktop laptop. I have to be connected. But now if you see that, it's very easy. I can see that I can operate all these things from the apps. Correct. So this now the SAP which is provided Fury apps. Okay. So it is a user friendly app. How okay, how they can do, instead of that they can log into the system SAP login pad and using from the laptop or desktop. I can, if I have the mobile, I can operate directly from mobile, right? So the apps, it is also inbuilt to SAP which is provided. If I have the S4HANA database, I can use the Fury apps. Okay, is it clear? There's some okay. So okay.
Hello?
Can you go on mute? Someone?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now SAP which is provided additional feature like Fury apps. Okay. So Fury apps is nothing but like we can easily operate that SAP the maybe if I want to create a purchase order creation. So earlier what will be happen? I have to be go to SAP login pad and I have to be, so I should be operate this from the laptop only, or I should be operate from the some desktop only, but I cannot operate from the mobile. Now I can easily operate from mobile as well. If you have all the configuration related, so mobile is also can be operated. Okay. So that mobile again, it's ITS mobiles, and those are different mobiles are there that is configured. So then if they have that, they can easily operate. Okay. So Fury apps is a very user friendly apps which is like easily. So what is the what is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of the Fury apps? What is the meaning of the Fury apps? So if earlier, if I see that if I want to create the purchase order, okay, if I want to create a purchase order, okay, so what do you mean by purchase order? So order creation to the vendor. I'm just creating the supplier order. I'm just creating the order to supplier. So I just want to create a purchase order. So how to create in the SAP system? If I ECC, if I'm using, or if I'm using S4 HANA also without Fury app. Okay, it is also possible with Fury app or without Fury apps also. We can do S4 HANA. Okay, if I'm using the ECC and S4 HANA without the Fury app, how we can do? So when I'm just to started my system, okay, I got my system, so I just got the user ID and password. Now I want to create a purchase order. So how to create a purchase order? So I don't know how to create a purchase order. So there must be have some transaction codes to operate that. So that means how to operate that link and those everything I should be aware about that. But if I have the Fury app, what will happen? Okay, so if we have the access done, okay, just by clicking on the tile, on tiles, that means there is a boxes will be there. Okay, how it will be like in the boxes. So like it will be like. Okay, so if the screen looks like that, okay, so if suppose this is for the purchase order, okay, and this is for the production order, okay, this is for something sales order, okay, this is for some maintenance order, yeah, and this is for something accounting, okay, this is something which is like a production purchase order, and it's like a plant, okay, for project order, okay. Okay, if I have like this one, okay, and when I just come to that in the screen, I just click on this one, it will go, it again it will be display like which create purchase order, products, change purchase order, and like display purchase order, like it will display order list. Okay, so instead of I'm remembering the transaction code, Now I just click on the tile. Okay, so it's very easy, right, for me. I don't need to be remember that n number of transaction codes. So we have almost lakhs of the transaction codes we have. So if I'm operating purchase order, create purchase order, change purchase order, products display purchase order, every purchase order display transaction have the different transaction codes, right? Again, production order is different, process orders are different. So everything I cannot remember that. All the transaction codes is I remember that it is time taking process, because I have to be think and I have to be write somewhere and I have to be note that. But if I have like this one tiles, okay, I just click on this one sales order. Okay, I just click on sales order. Okay, so I just click on sales order. I just click on accounting. I click on production order. So now it's very easy, right? Comparing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what the SAP is suggesting, that everyone people come to S4 HANA. Let's see how it is like. Just upgrade to the technology, new upgrade technology, so that you will be getting so many features. Like if I have the 10,000 materials, suppose products are there. Okay, so let's say earlier in the ECC level, if it is taking like 5 minutes. Okay, if it is taking 5 minutes in the ECC level, okay, in the EC, S4 HANA, it is like 1 minute or 2 minutes to process this all.
Okay.
So it's that is the what they are giving, that these are all they are telling. That one is that database inbuilt, and the second one is we are using row and column base, and third one is we can also present analytical in the ECC S4 HANA itself, analytical reports you can generate. The fourth is like the user friendly, right? So these are
Okay.
all giving the options, and they are telling that okay, please upgrade to from ECC to S4 HANA.
Okay. And the table level will also will be reduced drastically. It will be 10 or 20 tables in S4, right?
Yeah. So there is a they're saying that exactly because earlier there too much time. If I just want to report generating, if there is a complex report is there, if
Uh,
it is complex report is there, if I just want to run that complex report with huge data, 1 year data, okay, at least it will be take 5 minutes, right?
uh,
So that complex report now, if it is very easy, within 1 minute, 2 minutes, you can get it. So you are saving
okay.
your time. Okay. So because now it's the system is not validating all the tables, it will be only validating one table instead of the 10 tables, right?
Yeah.
So that is what SAP is suggesting, that go with S4 HANA, okay, and
Yeah.
uh, that is good comparing to ECC, okay. So this is the one. It is like they are trying to get the customers, clients. Okay. So here again, from again the reason again, I'm just saying that people why they are waiting to ECC to S4 HANA, why they are waiting still, because of the money. Because S4 SAP itself it's too much expensive. When people if they want to be convert from, because there are small scale industries also is there, and
Mm.
large companies also will be there. So right, so even small scale industries also they are using SAP. Okay.
Yeah.
So if they want to be convert from the ECC to S4 HANA, again they just need to be think about that. It's again question of the $1 million, right?
Right.
So that's what they are thinking. So but by 2030, okay, they're targeting to do every people come to S4 HANA. Earlier it is like 2025, okay, but they
Mm.
extended till to the 2030. Okay, people because again the question mark is that this pandemic situations and business loss, everything that would be like most of the big customers are not converted. Okay, but
Mm.
yeah, mostly I think by 2030, if it is everything stable, then they will be convert. If there is no other next evaluation or something, then might be they will be converted. Okay,
Mm.
okay. So,
So,
but yeah, yes, tell me.
So actually, if they are not converting, SAP support will be not available, right? After to
Yeah.
2030.
So 2030 after SAP will not give any support to the these customers. So what do you mean by the supporting? Okay. So that is also just understanding. Okay. So if must we know about that, what is that supporting? So what kind of the support will not provide?
Uh,
Will not support to after 2030.
so
So
as of now, if something cannot be solved or resolved from our side, we'll create an OSS or we can expect chat support from SAP.
correct, exactly.
Some
So
premium support will get.
correct. So generally, how it will be happen when I'm using the application. Okay, if let's say suppose I'm using the mobile iPhone. Okay, if I'm getting some problem. Okay, so what I can do, I can connect to the customer care. I can connect something nearest iCloud storage. Or so, okay, I connect store. So I'm just requesting that. Okay, this is not working. This is not working. But if it is a older version like sixth version or something, iPhone 6 or iPhone 7. So SAP is iPhone already they are not giving any support under these devices because it's a older version. They have to be upgraded. Okay, but again they are not giving anything which is like beneficiary because you it's all again come to the my pocket only the money which is like pocket. If I want to convert from iPhone 6 to again iPhone 11, 12, 13, 14 like again
Oh,
my pocket only. But right, but they're saying that I am not supporting my mobile services if it is iPhone 6 or 5 because these are all older versions. I'm not supporting anything. Even WhatsApp also I'm not supporting. If anything which is disconnected, uh, I'm the not responsible because it's already older version and we are not supporting out of the services. So the same way here, SAP will not be provided, but outside the service, if I go to the nearest maybe mobile services, okay, they will do that service. Okay, they will give that service and they will do some repair and they will be giving back to you. Okay, but it is like a local. Okay, instead of you are getting from the professional, you are going with a local. Okay, so the same way here also how it will be like if you getting any problem on the ECC server, ECC applications and all. Okay, then till 2030, if I just raise that concern to the SAP, they will do that. If something database is just example I just given that. Okay, so database
oh,
DB. Okay, so my production live data suddenly it stopped because of the maybe power cut or maybe server down something. My live data which is gone. Okay, now I lost my data, lost my previous day data because I didn't have the backup. Let's assume that
oh,
last one day I have last one day don't have the my data backup. Okay, so I lost that one. Now, did I get this data? Okay, this I get
oh,
my data because I'm the ICC SAP are not supporting. It's very difficult, right?
correct.
Okay, so if you maintaining something local related, their backup they are taking and they are storing somewhere, then that will be safe. Okay,
Hmm.
so that means SAP will not give you, but the local vendors and local service providers they can provide.
Okay.
But that high level expectations because some of the things which is very difficult to get the support from even local servers, local
Okay.
operating servers. So that's very difficult. So in that case,
Hmm.
obviously SAP only one person can provide. So if they're not supporting, then no use, right?
Correct.
So if there's something which is like motherboard or something which is like some applications, then that is very difficult, right?
Yeah.
So SAP is not supporting after 2030. That is the what the marking, but so maybe they can extend or they not because obviously the cost is the high comparing to ECC to S4 HANA, and there is something which is the different in the SAP ECC and S4 HANA. ECC, if I want to create one user,
Hmm.
okay, that is license cost will be high. Okay, that means
Okay.
each and every license have to be created. Have to be pay some amount. Okay.
So user license.
Yeah, you if you want to be create a user, you should be pay amount for the license. Again, you need to buy that license for that user.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. So if the number of workers they are working in the number of employees they are working in the SAP also, it's a big task because they everything which we need to buy. Okay, so there will be a limitation like they will be initially they will provide 100 or to 500 something users. After more than 500 users, you have to pay amount for license. Okay, that's what they are doing every year auditing. You know, right? Auditing. So every year there will be internal auditing, external auditing. They are happening.
Yeah.
Okay, so the auditing is related that if someone they are misusing these users and all, they will validate again.
Correct.
Okay, and they will be fined to the company. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we are getting continuous support, right? That's what. Okay. And S4 HANA is like the user license will be the very comparing to that it's very less. SEC to comparing to the S4 HANA it's very less because it's something like unlimited or something which is there. Okay. So a number of the license we can create. That's for, but again, that restriction we don't know. Initially they are provided or now maybe they are continuing. Don't know. But earlier, if I want to ECC level, if I want to buy if I want to create a user, okay, again that will be come under the user license. Okay, they have to pay some maintenance for that yearly. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, then I think we will stop today. I think it's almost 8:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sorry,
Okay.
Ravi, a small doubt. Like, if we are going for a ECC to S4HANA, that it should be always will be a migration project, right?
Oh, it's all upgradation projects and all migrations
Up.
only. Migrations and upgradation both are same. Okay, okay. So migration only. Okay, so there will be like different is there. Green field migration. Okay,
Yeah.
and
From
the
scratch.
brownfield migration is there. Okay, so brownfield is nothing but like if you are already using ECC and you are converting to the S4 HANA, that is a brownfield. Okay,
Okay.
and if it is greenfield is nothing but like they don't have any software or they are using some Oracle software or some other software. They
That
convert
is
it to
greenfield.
S4 HANA, then it is a greenfield. Okay.
Okay.
So again, greenfield and brownfield will be the procedures will be different again because
Okay.
in the brownfield you have already data, right? So that data how it is replicating to the S4 HANA and how it is migrating to S4 HANA is completely different again.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a migration project only. Okay.
Okay.
Upgrading to the new version.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So anything other questions then?